So, let's proceed na in the types of base distilled spirits. So, types of distilled beverages. So, number one is whiskey. It was made up from cereal grains. And its ABV or the alcohol by volume is 36 to 50%. Then next is rum. So, yung mga rum, ano bang example ng rum natin dito? Mga tanduay. Yun. It was made up of molasses or in the sugar cane from the distillation process of sugar cane. Then ABV is 40 to 55%. Then the next is vodka from cereal grains then or some potatoes, then 40% kanyang ABV. Then gin is from the juniper berries, 68 to 76%. Then brandy from the fruit juice, so 40 to 50%. Then the tequila came from blue agave or made up of blue agave, 31 to 55% ABV. Then liqueurs, infusion of flower or wood with alcohol, so 15%. Then next is the eau de vie, came from the ripe fruits. Ayan. Paliwanag natin isa-isa. Ano lang po ito, yung ano lang po to, pahapyaw lang kasi yung mga next reporter, mas i-elaborate pa po nila to isa-isa. Then number one is the whiskey. Whiskey is a type of distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grain mash. So different grains are used for different varieties including malted barley, malted dry wheat, buckwheat, and corn. So whiskey is typically aged in wooden casks made generally of carved white oak. Whiskey is a strictly regulated spirit worldwide with many classes and types. The typical unifying characteristics of the different classes and types of the fermentation of grains, distillation and aging in wooden barrels. So yun, same process din, preparation, then mashing, fermenting, distilling, aging, then bottling. So yun, kaya minsan talaga yung whiskey parang may pagkalasang palay talaga siya or corn. And rum. Rum is a distilled alcoholic beverage made from sugarcane byproducts such as molasses or directly from sugarcane juice by a process of fermentation and distillation. The distillate, a clear liquid, is then usually aged in oak barrels. The majority of the world's rum production occurs in the Caribbean and Latin America. Rum is also produced in Austria, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Mexico, Hawaii, and the Philippines, India, Reunion Island, Mauritius, South Africa, Taiwan, Japan, United States, and Canada. Yan, from raw materials naman, directly na fine-ferment siya. Then proceed to distillation, then aging and mixing. So, kasi nga 'di ba, ano na siya, galing na siya or yung juice na mismo ng sugar cane, yun na yung pinaprocess agad kaya hindi na kailangan ng mashing. Hindi na kailangan ng ganong process. Then the third one is the vodka. Vodka is a distilled beverage composed primarily of water and ethanol, sometimes with traces of impurities and flavorings. Traditionally, vodka is made by the distillation of fermented grains or potatoes, though some modern brands use the substance such as fruits or sugar. Vodka had an alcoholic content of 40% alcohol by volume. Vodka is traditionally drunk neat in the vodka belt countries of Western Europe and around the Basic Sea. It is also commonly used in cocktails and mixed drinks. Ngayon, mas common nga siya talaga na ginagamit. Sa mga na-search ko rin po na mga na ginagamit siya for cocktails. mas common talaga yung vodka. Siguro yung lasa niya nga rin kasi may nag-a-add na rin sa kanya ng ano ng sugar. Ayun. Then from raw materials, directly fermenting or fermentation, then distillation and filtration, then dilution. So yun, sa ano, dinidilute pa siya, yung vodka. Then gin. Gin is a spirit which derives its predominant flavor from juniper berries from its earliest origins in the Middle Ages. Gin has evolved over the course of a millennium from a herbal medicine to an object of commerce in the spirits industry. Gin was developed on the basis of the older Genever and became widely popular in the Great Britain when William of Orange, leader of the Dutch Republic, occupies the British throne with his wife Mary. Today, the gin category is one of the most popular and widely distributed range spirits and is represented by products of various origins, styles, and flavor profiles that all revolve around juniper as a common ingredients. Lalo na sa Philippines, gamit na gamit yan. Gamit na gamit ang gin. So, from compound gin to post-distilled gin, then column distilled gin. So, yun yung process niya. Then, brandy. Brandy is a spirit produced by distilling wine. Brandy generally contains 35 to 60% alcohol by volume. 70 to 100 US proof and is typically taken as an after-dinner drink. So some brandies are aged in wood casks. Some are colored with caramel coloring to imitate the effect of aging. And some brandies are produced using a combination of both aging and coloring. Brandy is also produced from fermented fruits other than grapes, but these products are typically named eau de vie, especially in France. In some countries, fruit flavoring or some other flavoring may added to a spirit that is called brandy. So yun, may solid component na combination of a spirit then a flavoring talaga yung paggawa ng brandy. So yun, di ba nabanggit dito na yung caramel colored niya para ma-imitate yung effect ng aging. So, yun, di ba? Sa atin lalo yung MP. Yun, number 1 brandy yun. Dito sa atin, di ba ngayon, iba-iba na rin yung lasa niya. May mapait, may matamis. Parang ang pakla. So, yun nga. Kasi ini-imitate lang yung aging process niya. So, next is the tequila. Tequila is a regional specific name for distilled beverage made from the blue agave plant, primarily in the area surrounding the city of Tequila, 65 km 40 ml northwest of Guadalajara and in the highlands of the northwestern Mexican state of Jalisco. Although tequila is a kind mezcal, modern tequila differs somewhat in the method of its production, in the use of only blue agave plants, as well as its regional specificity. The tequila is most often made at a 30 to 40% alcohol content but can be produced between 31 and 55% alcohol content. So yun yung tequila. Then the liqueur. So alam naman na siguro natin yung liqueur, combination of distilled spirits, then add some spices, flavorings, fruit, cream, flowers or nuts, and bottled with added sugar or other sweeteners such as high fructose corn syrup. So yun siya, yung flavored spirit siya. The liqueurs are typically quite sweet. They are usually not aged for long after the ingredients are mixed, but may have resting periods during their production to allow flavors to marry. Most liqueurs have a lower alcohol content, 15 to 30% ABV than spirits, but some contains as much as 55% alcohol by volume. So yun, no, more common nga talaga yung ano, kapag ka may added siya na ano, parang kasi ang liquor pang ladies drink kasi siya. Yan. ODV. An ODV or the water of life is clear, colorless fruit brandy that is produced by means of fermentation and double distillation. So the fruit flavor is typically very light. So yun, yung ODV came from the rotten fruit or ripe apple, ganun. May napanood ako sa YouTube, made up of ano siya, made of apricot, made of apricot siya na parang mga nabulok na, tapos ayun, ano siya, minash, then di ano, hanggang sa ma-distill to ano, to bottling. Pero yung color niya kasi is ano lang, transparent lang siya, kaya water of life ang tinawag sa kanya. So in English-speaking countries, ODV refers to distilled beverage made from fruit other than grapes. Ripe fruit is fermented, distilled, and quickly bottled to preserve the freshness and aroma of the parent fruit. ODV typically not aged in wood casks, hence they are clear. Although this is the usual practice, some distillers age their products before bottling. Ayan, banana, umbrella, guava, mango, pineapple, sapodilla, apple, plum, and peach. So, that's all. So, that's all my report for today. I hope may natutunan kayo. And thank you.